staff are leaving us. Is the company going to go bust or fall apart? Welcome back to Preferred Joinery. I'm spitting. Welcome back to Preferred Joinery. So in this episode, we're going to go back out on site again. Well, on site, on the road. Show you a couple of jobs that we finished. Inside, there's a lot going on. There's a nice big order that we're working through in the factory, which is good. Devo and the lads are all made up because they're not on the doors, Devo's doors. This order's been going on for a while now, to be fair, over the past, since last year, nearly 12 months. It's a YouTube subscriber, that's how he come to us. He watches us in Manchester on Every Trade, and he watches us here too, which is good. And as I say, he's been back and forth with the planners on these windows, and there's a couple of different things going on. So, difficult job on the planning side, but we're now punching through, getting it done, and it's a nice decent order for us to get on with in terms of Sash windows, so they can punch through a lot of them rather than one-off specials. But in this video, I'm also going to address quite a few things, two things mainly, so keep watching to see what they are, because they're very important to ourselves and to the viewers, it seems, because they keep making comments about it, so we might as well speak about it. And as I say, throughout this video I want to speak about it, so stay tuned and keep listening, because some of the eagle-eyed people have got onto a couple of things. So yeah, so let's go and see Devo now in his domain. Devo's is showing us now. So this job that we're doing, again, this is for someone who's off YouTube. The boxes are already made up, he's just working through doing the sashes now. And we're just talking about what profile's going on it, and we're talking about the meeting rail, and Devo's just explained to me there now. So this will be the side of the sash, wouldn't it?
This will be the side, yeah.
So it'll be, that'll be like imagine, the right hand side if you're looking at it?
Yeah, yeah.
That's going to be the top?
That'll be the, well, this is the bottom sash, this is the bottom,
okay, yeah.
This is the bottom rail and the bottom sash. So this obviously is the one in the bottom.
Oh yeah, so the horn will be that top end.
Yeah, so that's it. So the horn will be on both, possibly. I'm not 100% sure yet, he's got to find that out for me. Yeah,
and then, so that, what is that there then, these templates you're showing me, them little pieces, where's the other one gone?
That's the top one there. So if you can imagine, yeah, I'll get you a longer cut. This is a bottom meeting rail, so when it's all machined, that'll sit it in like so, and obviously the style will come across here.
Okay, you know, and then the other one's going to come to that then, isn't it?
Yeah, then the top sash, that will sit against there like so.
Which is them two pieces that you've got?
Yeah.
So this is the other one here, isn't it?
That's the bottom one, same as that, and that's the top. So obviously when they're in the box, they hook up next to each other. Like
that, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll hook up.
So how come you use them little pieces then? What's that for you?
Just to draw it out, for little, you know.
Oh yeah.
It just helps out with the drawing out.
So what do you've got to do now then?
Well, what I have to do now is make sure they're playing this timber down here, which is obviously I've ripped some of it down, but I've got to rip it down and plane it so it finishes the same size as that. So obviously I've got to take a little bit off the height.
Not much though, is it? Just a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah, just to get it to that size, 1 3/4.
Of every single piece?
69mm, yeah, yeah. And then obviously there's 26 there, 30 in the top, 30 in the bottom. So obviously once everything's planed, I've got to separate the tops and the bottoms, otherwise you can't run them all through the same. So they have to be separated, so the tops and the bottoms will be separated and machined accordingly.
And then send them through the spindle?
Yeah, then rebate it, then put your Ovlo mould on it, you know, all the fancy stuff.
So what have you done already with them ones there then? To the 10 in it?
They're all the rails, yeah, I've 10 in all them yesterday. These are all the rails for the job, bottom and top rails. Which obviously, they've been machined to the right size, but obviously nothing's gone through yet, so I'm in kind of like stuck between a rock and a hard place, because I've got to obviously finish marking these, they need mortise, and I've got to machine the rails as well, so I've got a busy day ahead. And Max is in here, so that doesn't help. Obviously that timber's got to come in as well, so it's all going, mate.
The You're on some windows now though, aren't we? So it's better.
Oh God, I'm gonna faint here. What's that, mate?
You're on the windows now, no more doors for a while.
Yeah, no more doors. Yeah, I think he's took it easy on me, mate, you know.
There's loads of windows now, you know, I'm telling you.
There's loads coming through, yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 bigger jobs that are coming
brilliant. Well, good.
after this.
Because if you get into a rhythm, you know, doing sash after sash, they go through a lot quicker. The machines are already set.
It's when you're doing the one-offs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. One-offs take a little bit longer because sometimes you have to change the machines accordingly. But when you've just got the same stuff going through and the machines are already set, you just fly them all through, and then they go through an awful lot quicker than they normally would because you're not chopping and changing. You're just working on the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah. So it's easier for you then, isn't it?
It's a lot easier for me, yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, so now normally Max would carry all that in for you, wouldn't he?
Well, Max would be getting that in, yeah, but obviously, like, you know, he said he wasn't feeling well, so I don't think Max will be come back in again, to be honest with you. I think we've seen the last of the lad.
Potentially. We're getting we're looking to get a couple of scheme lads, so we're going to get a scheme lad.
Yeah, you know, someone with a bit of enthusiasm, mate, someone who wants to do it, you know, instead of like, I can't be arsed.
The college have been watching us on YouTube.
Have they? Well, hopefully that'll help us then,
so
like, you know.
They contact us on email saying that they watch you, saying you're the star man.
Oh, right, okay. That's nice to know, isn't it? Yeah. So this, like I say, this is not a concentration camp, it's actually a joiner shop, so, you know, if you come in, you will be able to allow to leave at night, you know, so don't be worried about
it like that. You
can sleep. Craig stays here most nights. He sleeps with the rats. They're all on first name terms, like, you know.
So then once you've...
once I've machined everything, like saying, then it's a matter of finishing marking these, all the bottoms, then marking all the tops. So
and putting them together and gluing it up.
So there's quite a bit of work still left to do, like, you know, but it's doable. But it's just going to take a little bit longer. You know, like I say, I'd have Max Mortis in these now, but he's not here to do that. So.
No, and remember when you said to me a couple of months back, you do the box, you do the box first or the sashes first?
Ordinarily, we do the box first, you know, and then you've got your sash run. I mean, the sashes are critical because you need the glass sizes, so they need to go up yesterday, basically. And that's always the case with sashes, but with boxes, you're always best to knock them up first, and you can check your sash run. So when you come to make your sashes, you just make sure they fit to that sash run. Otherwise, you know, you can have problems.
So then the new drawings then that we're using, how's that being?
That's working out an awful lot better. You know, it's like everything else when it's new. You have to get used to it and that. But
more accurate.
The sizes are panning out, like, you know, I'm finding more and more when I check things, they are coming out what they should be, which is a big help. So, because at first I had to do it and then I had to recheck it because I thought can't rely on that computer. Not that there's much of a computer up there, like, to be honest, like, you know, it's like a calculator with flat batteries, but
calculators have the solar panels on now.
Yeah, I've got one myself, mate. Yeah. For doing me 2 times. I use me 2 times table on it. There it is. There, yeah. Work out all the hard stuff.
Yeah, so it's worked sound, hasn't it, so far?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, like I say, you know, I'm when you first get it, like, you're like, oh Jesus God, but after a while, you know where all the sizes are, so you just follow them. I mean, all this has been done from following them sheets, and so far, everything's panned out. But of course, if you come back tomorrow, everything will be fucked up, like, you know, so. Yeah,
start again.
Yeah, start all over again, yeah. Go up the dole, sign on.
That's it.
All that stuff.
Any more oldies now, is that it? You done?
Well, me and Lindsay are going away in May, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Benny?
We're going away for a week, yeah. I want to see the Benny that I never got to see, mate, you know. So
Sunny Benny?
Yeah, so hopefully the weather will be an awful lot better then, like, you know.
Yeah,
you can't beat Benidorm, can you? Where the men are men, and so are the women.
That's it. Danny's the next one now. Come see Danny boy. So down here on the assembly section, all of these boxes that you see stacked up here, and these sashes, and what Craig's working on, and Danny, is the same job that Devo's working on. So these have all been done over the past couple of days and come through. The job sheet that Danny's got, he's already working through the sashes now, because these are slimline, aren't they?
Slimline
That's
units,
why they've been done first.
Yeah, it's been done first, where they're not slimline up there. They're 24mm units.
So there's only 3 sets of windows, isn't there?
Yeah, 3 windows and this flush casement.
So the flush casement's done as well. And so it's mad, isn't it, the job unusual, because it's got quite a few different things on it.
Yeah, especially with like the doors as well, which are a bit unique, aren't they?
Because them doors, I've got
an opening sash in as
flush
well.
Sash. So
Full sash
it's the same as that, isn't it?
Same as that, but in a door, the door opens. But if you don't want to open the door, open your window.
Yeah. So the doors that Craig is working on as well, it's got a window inside the frame, exactly like this, the way you see it now, the way it's flush casement. But the actual door opens as well. So the door will pivot open that way on the hinge, and then the casement will open the same
That way,
yeah. So on the job then we've got 3 of them doors, 1 of them, 3 of the slimline.
And 30, I think it's 11 or 12 of them, 24 mil units.
So that's this job took a while. This has been going on since last year, this back and forth with ourselves, the customer and the planning, because they've been wanting changes. We've had to send certain drawings over to make sure they're happy with it. And as you can see, it's quite varied, the job, because where it faces has to be compliant with conservation. Certain sides of the building don't have to, which is better. And so on your bench now, what are you doing there?
I'm just going to
clean up, aren't you know?
Clean up all the sashes and stuff. Get them ready.
8 over 8 in it?
Yeah. There's 2 8/8 and 1 2/2.
So he was asking then about the horns. No horns going on these then, isn't he?
But these haven't got them, so yeah.
Because he was asking up there about them.
Yeah, assuming if it's the same job, it wouldn't have horns, but that's the other one. So there's 2 at that, like that, 8 over 8, and there's 1 like this.
2 over 2.
Yeah. Spiral balance as well, all these.
Spiral balance, yeah. That's what I was going to ask you now. So these 2 here, these are the 2 that we seen last week or the week before, where Mike was explaining about putting 1 in that isn't a cord and weight, as it was going next to the wardrobe, so it's gone in as a spiral balance spring box. So you can see the difference there now.
Yeah, in the grooves, the way you groove them out.
So the one with the bigger groove is for
spiral balance.
So that's got the tube going in, isn't it?
So it's got one of these will go in it.
And then the other one has got the cord.
So there.
Oh yeah, so that'll fit inside there.
That goes into that. There. Like that. Whereas obviously it wouldn't fit in there.
So in there is where we have to string the cord.
So cord and weights in that one, and that goes in there.
So both exactly the same size, aren't they?
Yeah.
Both look exactly the same.
Yeah, you just got to groove out completely different. That's the only difference.
The boxes are different, aren't they? So the box there being...
This one will be spiral balance, this one. And then that one's being grooved out for the pulleys to take the weights.
But then, as I say, when you see it anyway on show, you literally
only see,
that, isn't it? That sits inside the wall.
You literally only see what you see on that.
Because that's where that just holds
the weight. Goes in there, you ply it out, and then you'll never ever see the weights. But then that's why we put the pockets in, to be able to
get access
to the weights.
Yeah. So then these are getting fully painted, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like an eggshell.
Yeah, eggshell, yeah. That's what we're waiting for, the glass to come in, glaze them. Then we can give them the coat of the eggshell then.
And then build it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mad. So the sash is exactly the same.
Yeah. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
And even when you look from the front, you won't know, because it'll all be the same.
You literally see about an inch and a quarter.
But then you'd have, what's that, your staff bead?
Staff bead, yeah. So even from the inside, you see the difference on the inside.
Yeah.
You see a little bit more of that, depends on the reveals and stuff. But it's crazy, it's the same house. But
more work in them though, isn't it?
A lot more work, yeah. A lot more work.
So them ones there, now you're just going to clean them up, aren't you?
Going to clean them up, then grab the boxes, fit them out, make sure they fit in, bit of clearance and stuff, groove them, paint them up.
How do you measure the spring then? Because on the weight, you have to weigh them, don't you?
Yeah, so it's obviously by height and width, and then just send it over, and then they
work out the spring.
The company will work out what spring you need. Because you can get wind springs and you get pre-tension springs. So that spring what I've just had, that's a pre-tensioned, so that's already tensioned. That. Whereas
the wind
one, you do it yourself. You've got to tension that yourself. So yeah, there's one. So the heavier the sash, the stronger your spring you need. So they come in pre-tensioned. These self-wind ones, they only go up to a certain strength.
Does they snap sometimes, don't they, if you overdo
it? If you overdo it, they'll snap. So obviously, it's a guessing game, basically. You'll do it, take it off, make sure it's working. You might need another extra 1 or 2, or you might give it a little 1 or 2 too much. Whereas them, they come in tensioned to the exact weight you're putting in.
So then on the wind there, then it's just like a little thing.
It's like a little tool. You pull it out, and then you wind it. Whereas that, you screw it and pull it, and it's already tensioned, and it just grips into the keep.
Yeah. So then your keep there.
That's for a self-wind one, that. So it like goes into that.
Oh yeah, there's latches on, doesn't
like that.
Why should you have to router that out then?
Got to router them out, yeah, into that. Because you see the plastic of it, so you router it so it goes past. You know what I mean? But I find that should have one of them. See what? Yeah, and there's the one for the pre-tension, so they're totally different. That's a pre-tension keep.
Okay, yeah.
It's like sleeves.
So you still need to router both of them out then?
Yeah.
So you see that door then there, what Craig's doing now?
Yeah.
So Craig's just putting them, what are you doing there, Craig? He's putting the rebates on, aren't you?
Yeah, beads around the back to form a rebate for the sash.
Just so the sash doesn't flow through.
Oh yeah, so they're going on first. And then you want to sit the sashes in then, which is there.
Yeah.
Inside to sit on it. And then what have you got to do on the other side then? Form that as well?
No. It'll look like that on the outside.
On the outside.
So it'll be flush.
Flush with the front.
So that's the inside, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just so the sash doesn't fall through. Which is, it's mad, I don't think we've done that before, have we? Or have we? I haven't.
He was here, that was years ago though.
But they're interesting, like, aren't they?
Be good to see them done, yeah?
Yeah.
As part of all of that job there, which we've got 14, 15 sash windows, 1 casement, the 3 doors, what Craig is working on, what obviously open out as well, so to 2 combined. We've also got a set of French doors, which is what are here. Richard, he's not here today at the moment, he's just in a funeral. He's knocked this up first thing this morning. There's the frame behind me, and then he's just knocked this up now, so it's just drying off, and then this will get all sorted. Once Craig's worked through them, he'll jump on this, then Richard will then get a hole hung. There's also a door sitting in the middle, a nice wide door. I asked the lads then what it is for. It looks big, and that door and the frame behind Craig is all going together as well. It's a nice big door as well, that lovely door. And you remember that one behind, you'll see there, the opener is there, coming through, nice. And the sash opens round. Hard on my own jockey, innit? And I can sit on there, it'll stay. Lovely finish, nice draft seal inside as well. As always, is what we always do now. I'm just waiting for the glass to come in to glaze this up. There's a go there then. How'd you shut it then? Oh yeah. Done it, yeah. Didn't want to break it. So how'd you get that then? Do you have to go like that with that? Oh yeah. There you go. Layering here now, you know what I mean? So yeah, lovely nice door. There'll be a brick wall that'll go here, down, and that'll be either side. But you'll see the rail there, goes right the way through on line with each other, which is nice. And that's ready to roll now, ready to go out and get fitted. It's getting painted on site, I think. Just waiting for the glass to come in. So let's head out then now, get out while the sun is still shining, which will be all week, and go to Lark Lane. So we're just heading out while it's nice and sunny. Sun's out, shades are out. So we're heading out over to Lark Lane, and we've been here before on this channel now. And there's another job, as I say, it's a conservation area, Lark Lane, so a lot of Preferred Joinery's work is in, around Lark Lane. There's a lot of stuff there, as well as the Duke Street video that you've seen. We've done loads all around that side of Liverpool, we've done loads in the Georgian Quarter, done a lot on Lark Lane, so we're heading over there now. Because you remember the curved pivot windows that Devo was working on, and then Danny was working on, they got painted like a purpley brown colour. They've now been fitted by Dave. He didn't catch them fitting them, to be fair, but they're installed, so we're going to go over now and have a look from the outside what they look like now that they're in, so you can see the finished article. And as I say, while it's sunny, we might as well make the most of it. So over to that. So the first thing that I'm going to address is staff. So you'll have noticed someone actually mentioned in the comments, and they've actually close but very, very far away at the same time. He mentioned Mac, as Mac's gone because he's not been on the videos. Now Mac's actually went to Thailand on holiday for 3 weeks. That's why he wasn't on for a while. Then you'll have seen last week he was on the shot. But now, since he's come back, he's had a little bit of a change of heart and he's decided him and his partner are going to go and travel around Asia. So he's handed in his notice. He's asked if his job can be there for him when he comes back, which it will be if he wants to come back. And you know, he's looking to go for 6 months. Could be a long time, it could be even longer, or it might be shorter. I don't know. We've had people who've worked for us in the past and other companies that we own who've decided to go travelling and didn't stick it out and come back earlier. So the door's always open, but this is what I'm going to address. So Max is going. We've also got another contact that we use for scheme lads, and we've asked them to send over a couple of CVs. We're going to try and pick the best ones, get them in, have a chat with them one-to-one. We want to try and make sure it's a decent person who we take on and put all our time and effort in. So they will probably go onto Max's bench. It's bag blown around here. They'll probably go onto Max's bench, and Danny will then nurture them into getting them where we need to be. Igor, if you ever remember Igor, he was on the Every Say channel. He was with us, he was a scheme lad, but he decided to go on a different career path when he finished, which is a dilemma that we face most of the time. We'll train these guys up, put all our time, effort and money into them, and then they'll learn, they'll either go and work somewhere else or they'll go and do something else once they've got the qualification. So it's very difficult, and the industry as a bench joiner is hard. People want to be a joiner, they want to go out on site, they want to go and fit and do things and do whatever, and site joinery is a bit more, I'd say, volume based in terms of people who are applying candidates, whereas bench joinery, it's hard to recruit the right people, and especially older people who've got the experience. We can't find them, we can't get them. So as I say, there's an advert out now, and if you know anyone who's an experienced bench joiner, please get them to get in touch with us and we can have a chat. Anyone who you think is in a job now whereby they want to change, come and get them to speak to us, because we are looking to get more people, and because we've got a lot of work coming in, there's a lot of work that we haven't even told you about that's in the office waiting to come through into the factory. We need the lads in the factory to do it. All the lads are going to do more overtime now, work an extra hour a day. Obviously the Saturdays are always on now for the lads, which they're buzzing, more money for them, but we need more people in. So as I say, we want to get a scheme lad in, and I'm going to get a skilled bench joiner in as well to help on the machines. While we're on this little shot here by Lark Lane, there's our building over there, and you'll see the Emperor going up it. So if you don't know us and you're watching this channel, you're thinking, Alex is a joiner. I am not a joiner. I own multiple businesses with my business partner Chris Shaw, and one of them is property development, and we own a lot of student HMOs, a lot of professional HMOs, mixed use schemes like that one there, and that's another good money maker. That probably earns net profit about 35k a year. So that's just another business that we run, as well as doing the grabs and aggregates, the construction side, Preferred Joinery. We do a lot of things. So yeah, let's go on to Lark Lane. What's that? That's cute. Nice one, thanks. Can I have a flat white please and a Americano?
Yeah, no problem. Is Americano black or white?
Black.
And is that regular or large size?
Told you them lids there then for you. I was gonna do it down here in the sun on one of the walls. So we arrive now at the pivot sash windows. So as I say, when you see them in the factory and you see them getting made and you listen to Devo talking about it, talking about the process of how he's going to try and work out how to do the pivots, and the fact that we haven't done a pivot curved sash for a while. We make them, do them, Danny does his bit, and then they now get fitted and put on site, and you can see the top two windows there where the two front dormers are the two windows that we've replaced. All the existing ones below are existing old ones, and you can see the difference in the mechanism. You can actually see the difference in the beam as well when you look at them. But the top ones, there's the top windows. They're yours? Yeah. Are they? Yeah. I can see your owl in the yeah. Do you like them? How are you finding them?
The windows?
Yeah.
Are you preferred joinery?
Preferred, yeah.
Oh,
No, basically once all the jobs are done, we come and film the outside.
No, we've got the owl. See the wood, the top, the fascia board.
Oh yeah.
Crows got in, smashed it all up, and put a nest in there.
So why you've got all the bird things on as well, trying to stop them.
So that's for the pigeons, but I thought you were the roof for some over the back. But we put the owl in and they haven't come back.
That's worked.
I just fixed it. No, I made up the windows.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I've put it.
So are you the full top floor then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've put the review on.
Have you?
I'll
Oh,
put a
well
review
done.
on. I've
What's your name then?
Pauline. I've
Pauline.
spoken to Mick.
Yeah.
Told him how good they were.
Done a new website, doing social media, doing YouTube, and I'm just trying to put out there what we do and all the jobs that it does. Like, we filmed on Duke Street last week,
Yeah.
and the amount of jobs he's done on Duke Street over the years, done all of them.
Done loads.
And even round here, like the job just round the corner there, we've done the full sashes on there.
But these are bespoke as well, those ones, aren't they?
The owner of the top floor flat, she's over the moon with them and the quality of them and how much easier it is for them to use, and you can see how much detail there's. All the bottom ones there, all the existing, and some of them do look like they need a bit of work doing to them, but you can see the mechanism on them and where it's situated almost like 50-50 of the sash, which means when it opens it can swing around quite too quick and be too much weight, whereas the way we've done it, the bracket and the mechanism is a little bit higher. You can see it's like 2/3 of the way up, so it makes the operation much easier for them to open, to get access and clean, or just to open a little bit rather than being too much weight in it to swing round. But nice to see them fitted and done, and the colour there is a perfect match with the rest of them. To be fair, you wouldn't even think that they'd just been replaced. They fit in perfect, but again, much better units, a much better mechanism than the existing what was there. So it's always good to see the customer come out and be happy with the job and give the praises to Preferred. And it's just to explain that we do YouTube and Instagram, she knows, and Preferred's been going for 28 years, and all the jobs that I've done in just this area alone and the whole of Liverpool, and we need to try and get it out there and showcase it a bit more and show everyone what it can do and what it's done in the years that have gone by. So yeah, lovely little trip. So the second thing that I was going to mention, which has been raised a few times in the comments, is clickbait. Now, for those people who do YouTube and the YouTubers and people who've got a bit of an understanding of filming and posting content or news articles, will understand that you need to clickbait. We'll use the term clickbait, the title. Now, clickbait doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You just, you've got to bait someone into clicking your video. So we'll put a title out there, like the one where we said about the Jurgen Klopp done a restaurant with us, or was next to us while we done a restaurant renovation. Now, we did do the windows on that restaurant, and Jurgen Klopp was next to and is next to the restaurant. So there's truth in what we're saying, albeit we've worded it in a different way for people to click the video. The thumbnail also shows me and a picture of Jurgen Klopp, so you'll get people who will see that and go, oh, who's that? Bang, and they'll click it straight away. So we've then baited that person into watching our content. So you need to delve right down and go back a few steps, and that we're a joinery company. We make bespoke windows, doors, gates, and everything that you know about what you watch. So there's guys and girls who are sitting there watching, and they solely only want to watch the lads working in the workshop, which is fine, and they may type in on Google how to make a sash window or anything to do with that, and then the algorithm in YouTube will then search and push that type of content to them people, so that then they will only see that type of stuff. But what we're trying to do with YouTube and social media for Preferred Joinery is put it out there for not only for people who love to watch Joinery getting done and learning things and watching Devo, Richard, Mike, Danny, Craig working on stuff and try and pick new skills off them. We want to try and encapsulate a new audience who don't necessarily type in how to build a door, how to build a window, because of that. They're not into that type of thing, they're not hands-on, they're a customer. So you might have a customer who likes Liverpool, and we've associated Jurgen Klopp being next door to a property that we've done with the YouTube video. And if you look on the algorithm alone, so like I'll show you now, I'll do a screen record. So I've got our analytics open now, and we done one which was nicked by the police. So at the moment, that was 2 days and 21 hours ago. So inside our Bespoke Joinery factory, done well. We would transform the restaurant next to Jurgen Klopp, done well. And nicked by the police is doing well. Now, we didn't get nicked by the police. It was just the traffic wardens who were going to nick us, which was sort of how we come up with the title. But again, it's performing well. And when you go through it all and you see how the content's doing, like the views safe to show for themselves. So like, and I look at how we're doing, like you don't have to look at the video that we did over the water, which is the one where we went over to Birkenhead and we done the sash windows. Now the name of that is basically what we did. We fitted sash windows, and it was just a picture of me with sash windows behind me on the property. It only got like 2,000 views because the audience isn't that big for people to want to click on our video and get it through. And as I say, on the comments on the Jurgen Klopp one, there's someone called Kev Doran, and I know sort of who Kev is, not personally, but I've got an idea of who he is. He's a decent property developer and he's done big stuff in Liverpool. He's a big Liverpool fan. He would probably only kick that video because it had Jurgen Klopp in it. Now if we win a job with him in the future, or he recommends us to someone else, that clickbaited title and thumbnail has done its job. Straight away we've won a customer and we've done it. But that video alone has brought us like 200 extra subscribers in off just that one video. So yeah, we might get a bit of people coming in the comments saying you're doing clickbait and you're doing this, which we are, but everyone does. You look at the news articles, you look at the Daily Mail, anywhere, they all clickbait the heading to get you to click on the article to then read what you're looking for us. So without that, like me and Chris speak about this all the time, so me and Niall are sitting here now filming, it's taking time over to our day to do it. Chris does the same with Hollywood in Manchester. We do all of this work, the guys then go and edit it all. They spend hours then editing these videos for you to watch at home. Me and Chris would love nothing more than to just get the video from these, watch it, upload it to YouTube, and that's it, job done. But we've got to sit there, we've got to think of a title, we've got to then create a thumbnail, which takes 2 or 3 hours for both of us to sit down here, when we haven't got the time to do that anyway, overnight, to try and get it out there so that people will click on a video that we put all this time, effort and money into, so we can watch it. And it's not to make money. We're not making money by YouTube. Like, there's a revenue thing on now on Preferred. It's probably made about 20 quid or something. Spend more on coffee through the week, never mind getting off YouTube. So like, without going into a rant, I just want people to be educated a bit more and learn from us, because I'm learning as well, that we're not trying to be clickbait people on YouTube. We're just doing it to get our video out there, to try and grow subscribers in terms of getting new people to come in the door and buy from us, buy products from us, or for new people to watch our stuff and then go and say to someone else, go and watch them on YouTube, go and buy your windows and doors from them. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to do anything else or do anything more than that. So rant's over. People are all queuing up to try and get past here, but me and Niall shut the road off. So yeah, deep breath in it. But yeah, not to get too deep. That was the other one. So after all our video there that you've just seen, I'm just going to do a quick little recap for you. So we've seen all the bits getting done inside, which is a nice window order and nice doors going through, which were finally great to see it pushed through after all the planning and back and forth that we've had over the past couple of months. Be good to see it fully finished and out the door and fitted for the customer. I need to find out if we're doing supply and fit on that, actually, to be fair. Mike's actually on holiday at the moment, so he's out of action, out of mind, and hopefully he's having a nice time while he's away in the sun. Well deserved. And just touching on 2 things, so yeah, as I say, Max is now leaving us and we need to fill that position, plus get extra person anyway. So if you do know anyone, please do get in touch or apply on the ad on Indeed, which you'll see if you go on there, it's live. Just touching back on the clickbait thing, if it does offend you, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Some people may watch this video and think, why are you clickbaiting me? You don't need to clickbait me. You're not the person that we're trying to get to click. We know you're probably going to watch every week and be our loyal viewer and loyal subscriber. And as I say, if we could post a video out without having to put a thumbnail or having to put a title, we'd just go bang, here's the video, and we could get new people to come to us, then we would. So, you know, it's an open-ended way of us marketing. So as I say, sorry for the clickbaiting bits, but it works. And as I say, look at them analytics, I'll show you, I'll be open book, and you can see the money we're making, like 19 quid or something like that. We're not trying to break records and earn all kinds of money from it. As I say, we won't even pay for our coffee. We're just trying to get it out there. That is just another side thing that we don't even think about. It's a different way of us getting people in the door and people to buy from us as a company. That's the whole reason why I spend my time, Niall spends his, and Chris and Ian do theirs. So yeah, without going into further rants, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and really thank you for everyone, all the loyal people who keep watching and commenting every week. I appreciate it. So here's to the next video. See you next week.